It's a bit like Catalonia. You've got the sea on one side and the mountains on the other. It's very lush, as you can see. Unfortunately, it's also very rainy, which is rather a shame because the Basque Country, that particularly up here and the sort of just going up into the mountains, it's incredibly attractive. You've got lovely limestone peaks, and they're really jagged. So I'm really disappointed that you can't see them in the mist. But I'm on my way to a restaurant which was recommended to me by a very well-known Australian chef called Neil Perry. The thing I like about it, the sound of it, is that everything that the chef there, Victor, cooks is cooked over homemade charcoal. And apparently it's all to do with his background in the region, in the mountains here, that he's just very familiar with cooking in this way right back to his childhood. So, as a bit of a fan of barbecue cooking anyway, I'm utterly looking forward to it.
Victor, that's him in the black T-shirt, and his chef Lennox run what's been described as the world's best barbecue joint. Victor designed and built these grills that can be lifted or lowered to control the cooking speed. And anyone who has a barbecue will know what a bonus that would be.
Lennox, would you ask Victor why he cooks in this way?
Sure. ¿Por qué tú haces la brasa? ¿Por qué haces en esta manera?
Bueno, porque yo he conocido de siempre desde niño.
He's saying opening this restaurant was a very emotional journey. As a child brought up in a house without gas or electricity, all the cooking was done over a fire, a wood fire. So his earliest memories of food were always influenced by the flavours of smoke from the charcoal, and the food never tasted better. And now, 40 years on, he works to recapture those flavours from his youth. Even as a young adult, he worked as a forester in the hillsides and would cook just like his grandmother did, out on an open fire in the woods. He said it's the most natural and the best way to cook.
So basically it is an emotional journey for him.
Very much so.
That's really interesting because I'm a cook too, and I mean the funny thing is that I do feel, from listening to that, I suddenly realised all I try to do is go back to my childhood and recreate those flavours when I was little. That's all I do, and so I'm totally simpatico with the way, with what he's saying.
These prawns are special.
Look at that.
So these are the gambas de palamos?
Could I? I feel diffident about. I'm just going to be very Spanish and just. Oh my God! Oh my gosh! They are just. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ask any chef in Spain where the tastiest prawns come from, and they'll say Palamos, a fishing port on the Mediterranean in Catalonia. They're quite amazing.
Just gently warm, just, you know, warm in the mouth, the succulent flavours of the...
Sorry, I'm having a difficult moment. I can't talk anymore. It's just so wonderful.
I know this steak is going to be great too. Victor said it actually came from a dairy cow about 12 years old, not a young, prime 3-year-old steer. Again, he said when he was growing up, this was what they used to eat for a special treat, and he doesn't want to change that.
Well, I can't wait to try this, having watched Victor cook it. I mean, this is just central to any meat lover's love.
Today, I'm meeting Floren and his wife Mercedes, vegetable growers who supply some of the top chefs in the restaurants in Spain, chefs who really put Spain on the culinary map.
Artichokes.
Y las habas.
What is it in Spanish?
Alcachofa.
Alcachofas.
Alcachofa.
Right.
Is it beans?
Oh, broad beans, I love them.
Yes.
I just discovered you supply Ferran Adria and Juan Maria that with their vegetables.
Sí.
So you're the vegetable king.
He started 25 years ago. So when Juan Mari is not so famous, Ferran Adria is not so famous, they start too. So all of them start together. So they grow up together.
So you're all a formation of the Nouvelle Cucina.
See?
Floren and Mercedes had the perfect dish to show off their selection of vegetables, a minestra, which is like a thick soup made entirely from young vegetables. There are runner beans, which take about 30 seconds to blanch, and Floren chops up some borage stalks. That's a new one. I've only had it in Pims. He then blanches those too. Next, he shows me how he prepares the young, freshly picked artichokes. They're soft enough to be peeled and the flour part of the tip removed and then split in half.
This artichoke we cooked yesterday.
Good Lord. How come they're sort of turquoise
Agua y
green?
sal. Agua y sal nada
Just
más.
water and salt.
Water and salt.
And water have to be 2,000 magnesium, is the word?
Hacia arriba.
And more.
Y el agua de Tudela lo tiene.
And the water from here have this.
I don't think I could do a recipe for it. It's a great colour.
Mueve, mueve.
Oh, I've got to get that. I've got to take that back to my restaurants.
Que se lo va a llevar a sus
I've never seen it.
restaurantes. Now we're going to clean the asparagus. We're going to show you how we clean,
Okay.
right?
Un buen pelado.
Like that?
I love gadgets. Can I just have a look?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I've got to have one of those. I'm surprised
This is
Florian
very...
hasn't got his name on it.
No. Which one? The other one. He's going to present to you his knife.
Oh, I'm very...
And go with
Wow.
you everywhere you go.
Tiene un buen
So
recuerdo de Tudela y de Floren.
you're going to remember us,
Well,
Tudela
I'm blowed.
and our vegetables. It's for you. He present to
Que
you.
sea su compañera en los viajes.
He's going to be your partner in your trip. So...
The asparagus will take about 5 minutes to soften, and Florian is ready to start the final part of the process. He's frying off onions, again picked a minute ago from his huerta, along with some young tender garlic stalks, and all at that stage straight out of the ground. They're mild and subtle. Now he adds flour because the minestra is quite thick. That will absorb some of the oil while it cooks out. And then for the stock, he uses a cupful of water from the asparagus and another from the electric soup.
I mean, that is great. It looks a bit like something out of science fiction, but, I mean, that will give the finished minestre such a lovely green, spring-like colour.
Now he puts in the artichokes. The thing about this dish is that you use whatever is in season when it's just at its tippy-top best. And I think it's a great thing to cook in an allotment. That's if you get the weather. I like these baby broad beans, sweet and tender. They'll take seconds to soften. And now for the asparagus. The Spanish love their fat white asparagus. Look at that green now. Just the water? I just somehow can't believe it.
La judía.
Then more runner beans, one of my favourite vegetables, fresh and young. And lastly, tiny peas, which Florian calls the caviar of the land.
It's lovely watching this in this allotment, lovely cooking outdoors, you know, because it seems right. You can go and pick the artichokes or the broad beans.
You know, the queen of the vegetable, right? king, sorry. Yeah. Well, but he has long hair, so maybe.
Well, it's time for lunch, and that, I'm pleased to say, means a glass or possibly two of wine. Although not as famous as its neighbour Rioja, I think the wines here in Navarra are just as good. You see what I mean about this dish? It is just like a thick soup.
Nos brindamos, ¿no? Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Cheers.
Por Ricky.
What's really nice about this, that they're all friends, they're all restaurateurs. Well, I think one's got a disco, but maybe he or she cooks a disco. One of them cooks at El Bulli, which is just around the corner. But what I really like about it is they're all good cooks, so I'm picking up tons of stuff, and I know that everything they cook will be the best possible dish, so I'm very excited.
Once the fish is fried and put to one side, the pan is deglazed with fish stock, and then in goes some romesco paste. That's all mixed together and immediately sieved to achieve a smoother sauce for the stew. Finally, the fish goes back, and remember they've chosen fish, which Rafa refers to as duro. That means it won't break up in the cooking. While that simmers, Rafa finishes off the fideuà by ladling in fish caldo, fish stock.
I've just been talking to Rafa, and he's saying that dishes like this, these fish dishes, originated from the fishermen. I mean, basically, they would just be coming home from sea, sorted all their good fish for market, and kept all the little ones for making a stew for themselves. And they'd just boil up sometimes in seawater with whatever was available, olive oil, garlic, tomatoes, sometimes a pinch of saffron, and that would be a dish. And now they fetch big money in top restaurants.
Okay. S'ha dit així leer, no, Riden?
I think I'm right in what Rafa's just said, because I wondered why I was putting this newspaper on top of this pan, and he said it's just to scare the little vermicellis. Yeah? It's to scare them, and they all come up like this, so they're all pointing upwards. Maybe you put them in the dark, and they're saying, "Where's the light? Where's the light?"
Yeah.
That's right.
And sure enough, as the little pasta pieces soak up the stock, they begin to point upwards like delicate little flowers searching for sunlight. Finally, it's time for lunch, late even by Spanish standards. The fideuà is traditionally served with alioli, a fiercely garlicky mayonnaise, which works so well with the pasta that has soaked up the good fish stock.
No, perquè no pot ser, però...
Excellent. Really good. Rafa's just said what's lovely about occasions like this is not just the food, it's to be here with all his friends who love his cooking as well.
This is the most important. This is the most important.
After eating the fideuà, it was time for the fish stew, which has been cooked with that fabulous romesco sauce, and it didn't disappoint. With great food like this, everyone got into the celebratory spirit. It may be to do with all the wine they had while making lunch, but in this part of the world, next to their love of food, it's football and their beloved Barcelona.
Barça! Barça! Barça!